our mouths full. No, we both
Here,
are. Eric has his mouth full. He's been sampling cookies too. Bob took a cookie. Everybody's been up here grabbing a cookie. If we could show you this, you'd realize how good the cookies are because it's
They're
almost
excellent
gone.
cookies.
But Eric Totty's here, and
Yep.
he's finished eating.
Yes,
And you're with the Baxter County
delicious.
Juvenile Services.
Baxter County Juvenile Services and Alternative
And
School.
so a volunteer appreciation.
Yeah, I'm here
That's
to
what-
talk a
right.
little bit about AmeriCorps, which is what I'm in, and we're also the Volunteer Appreciation Banquet. I'm an AmeriCorps Promise Fellow over at the Alternative School. This is my second year here, so thanks for having me back, and thanks to the Alternative School for having me back. We also have 2 new Promise Fellows this year, Danielle Tyler, excuse me, and Christy Gross. So we are now an army of 3, which really helps get more things accomplished out in the community. So we do the Corporation for National Service with the Alternative School. One of the things I wanted to highlight was that not only do we do our work for the Alternative School, but we're really available for any nonprofit in the community to do help. We do work with Baxter County Recycling, Judy Cochran over at Baxter County Health, different organizations, anywhere that we can volunteer, that's where you'll see us.
So you're not assigned to the Juvenile Services.
Well, that's our
That's
essentially
your
our
main-
home base,
Home base,
and that's where we do the majority of our work with the youth there, because the focus of AmeriCorps is to mentor, nurture, serve, protect, and teach the youth. But we also do projects that they have already set up in the community, and then try to find other things that we can utilize, and also to make the public more aware that we are available to help in any facet that we can. Some of the things that are coming up, we will be at the volunteer recruitment for the library as well. And I was just talking that I'm trained in the Susan Barton method, so I'll probably be going over to the Literacy Council and helping out with that if I can.
Good.
And you know, just doing as many things in the community that we can to help out and volunteer our time. So
Now, your volunteers are youth-based? They're
yes,
all youth?
yeah, AmeriCorps is the focus for the youth. Is based from the Community Service Trust Act, first initiated by President Bush in 1990, and then signed into action in 1993 by Clinton to form the National Corporation for Community Service. And so since then, it's grown into one umbrella, so to speak, of AmeriCorps. And there's 3 different facets. There's VISTA, and then AmeriCorps NSC, and then another branch of AmeriCorps, and we are the NSC. Now the VISTA is a good program because it deals with youth directly out of high school, and they can work at locations that might be affected by a hurricane or something like Hurricane Katrina or something like that, and in different locations where they're needed, help rebuild homes and so forth. But then they get a living stipend like we do, and then they're eligible for money for college. So you get an education award after your year of service.
So is that funded by the government, or is it funded by the people that they volunteer?
It is funded. It is funded by the government. They are paid strictly by a minimal living stipend, and then the education award. So really, they're working for a very small amount. So mainly, it boils down to you get an education award, and you get the reward of serving your
Kind of
community.
the domestic Peace Corps, volunteers in service to America.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly
It's a domestic Peace Corps.
similar to
Let's
it. Yeah.
talk about the banquet. You're going to honor the volunteers.
We have had over 100 volunteers working with the Alternative School in Juvenile Services, and so every year we like to show our appreciation for them. They're wonderful people that dedicate their time. They spend at a very minimal level an hour a week taking the students out on Fridays to lunch from the school, and the students just look forward to that every day. It makes their day, and the mentors really make a difference in their life when they become involved. So we always need more volunteers for that particular program, and we also have mentors and tutors and host homes that we'd like to recognize too for their service.
Okay.
So,
it's gonna be
Now,
nice
will
that's
it
going
be
to be
foster care host homes?
a host
then,
home
or-
is a family that takes in a student that might be in a dangerous situation at home
for a short
for
temporary.
a short
okay.
temporary period of time. They are given a little bit of pay for that, but mainly it's because they have big hearts and are willing to take them in. So we'd like to honor them too and thank them. So we put together a banquet, and the students alternative school students will be putting on a show for them and having some good food. And
banquet is
thanking.
open to the public?
The banquet is open to those that have volunteered in
Okay.
some way to the alternative
And is there
school.
a fee for that?
There
For
is
the
no
banquet?
fee for that.
Good.
It's all on us, and it's just our way of showing appreciation for volunteering at the alternative school. So, and it will be Friday, December 17th at the Ramada Courtyard. And it's will be from 11:30 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. because we know people have to utilize their lunch hour generally on Friday to do that. So we'll
But I
make
think
it short and
the
sweet.
important thing is get the word out about AmeriCorps, and you're looking for more volunteers too.
And we're looking for more volunteers for the alternative school. We've already fulfilled the position of AmeriCorps positions at the alternative school, but if anybody is interested in working for AmeriCorps, they should go to the website, AmeriCorps.gov, and look into it, because the education award that's given, they've increased this year to $5,600 at the end of your year of service. So that's really a good
Incentive.
resource for potential students to utilize.
Good.
And then we also look for more mentors and volunteers for the alternative school. Our goal is to have a mentor for every student, and we're about 75% there, but I want to.
What are the ages of the students?
We have students from junior high age,
Okay, so
all the
seventh
way up
grade
to
on
high
up.
school.
Okay.
And what we do with
So
our
these aren't
mentors,
little bitty kids, these are the teenagers.
exactly, from 6th grade on up.
Yeah, okay.
So, and what we do is we match the mentor with someone that has like interests, so
Is it
that
always
they can
female to female and male
female
to
to female, male to male. The volunteers do have to go through a background check, just like any other volunteer organization. But once we couple you with your person, we find that most of the mentors really enjoy it, and so do the kids. So it's a mutual relationship that just grows, and it's really neat to see.
Good, good. Eric, thanks for coming.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having me
the
again.
information, and always support the AmeriCorps, the vistas, and all that finger out from
Different
there. right?
branches, yes,
Yeah. Thanks so
definitely.
much. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
All right, take
Hope
care.
we'll see you before next year rolls around.
Okay, I'll try to stop
Come
back.
on back by
Bye.
Okay, sounds good.
maybe.
Oh yes, I'll be here for cookies especially.
And then we have Lee Carlson coming up with
No,
her.
we have Dorothy
sorry.
Judd and Timothy Lee coming up.
Ah,
there
that's
was
what
a
that means.
change, and you didn't get that.
I didn't get it.
Dorothy Judd and Timothy Lee will be here at the Twin
That's
Lakes
why I
Choral
rely on
Society,
you.
the 26th annual Christmas concert.
You're
Big
the-
event in Mountain Home.
You're the anchor.
I'm the anchor.
If
Yes,
it, if
I'm
it
the-
wasn't for you, this
We'll,
show
we'll,
would,
we'll be
would have
Diane
been off the
Keaton
air
and
years
Harrison
ago.
Ford. The new
Is that it?
that'll be us. It's a morning glory. It's a new
I would love
movie.
to be Harrison Ford.
I'd love to
at
be
some point
Diane
in time.
Keaton. I'd love for you to be Harrison Ford. Woo, baby.
All right, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.